You're doing something normal, and suddenly, you're watching it. A scene you never actually witnessed, in vivid detail. That scene playing in your head? It feels like a memory, but it's a mind movie your brain constructed from fragments. The pain you feel is real. Your brain processes this emotional agony in the same regions as a physical injury. This is your brain's threat detection system, trying to solve a puzzle of an unresolved danger to keep you safe. We'll break down the neuroscience, show how good intentions make it worse, and reveal the strategies that help. How does the brain get stuck in this loop? First, betrayal trauma is real. It has a neurological signature, activating the same circuits as other classified traumas. After betrayal, your amygdala, the brain's fear center, goes into overdrive. It becomes hypersensitive, constantly scanning for threats. Next, your hippocampus is impaired. It fails to timestamp the betrayal as past, making the threat feel like it's happening right now. Finally, your prefrontal cortex, the logic center, is weakened. This makes it hard to rationalize your way out of the overwhelming feeling. A hyperactive alarm, a broken timestamp, and an offline logic center. This combination creates the perfect storm for these intrusive movies. The brain is on high alert. But where does the footage for these movies come from? This is where the concept of constructed memory is so important. Ordinary memories are stored like a complete story. Traumatic memories are shattered into sensory fragments, a sound, an image, a feeling, stored chaotically. Your brain acts like a director, taking fragments, a name, a date, and filling the gaps with the worst-case scenario. But why do our natural instincts make it worse? Because of this fragmented storage, the memory isn't just recalled, it's relived. It feels like it is happening now, with all the original emotional intensity. Let's see this in action where it's most painful. During intimacy. You're trying to reconnect, and suddenly, a graphic, intrusive scene floods your mind. This happens because your body cannot be vulnerable and on guard at once. As your defenses drop for intimacy, your brain's alarm system panics, showing you the threat. This paradox shows how the brain's protective instinct can misfire. Now, let's examine the two biggest mistakes we make when trying to stop these movies. We asked why our instincts fail us. The first trap is seeking graphic details for closure. Every visual specific you learn is new. High-definition footage for the projector. Details about the deception, the lies, the timeline can be useful. Details about the choreography, what they did, what they wore, just provides more material. The second trap is fighting the thoughts. Your instinct is to push them away, but psychological research is clear. What you resist persists. So if seeking details and fighting the thoughts both make things worse, what are you supposed to do? The answer is just as counterintuitive. Instead of fighting the thoughts 24/7, you schedule them. Set aside a contained period, 15 minutes each day, to deliberately let your mind review the threat. By giving the thoughts permission to exist in a controlled way, they show up uninvited less often. You're teaching your brain there's a set time for this review. Let's connect the dots. We know your brain builds movies from fragments. When you seek graphic details, you are handing the director new, powerful scenes to work with. We also know your prefrontal cortex, your logic center, is impaired. That's why simply telling yourself, stop thinking about it, fails. The logic circuit is offline. Understanding this system is the key to reclaiming agency. Your actions, like seeking details or scheduling worry, directly influence the script and its screening schedule. So how do we move from managing the projector to finally shutting it down? The answer is in your brain's most hopeful quality, neuroplasticity. Healing means rewiring your brain. Mindfulness teaches you to observe these thoughts like clouds passing, acknowledging them without getting swept up in the storm. For deeper rewiring, Trauma-specific therapies are key. Treatments like EMDR help your brain properly process and file away those fragmented memories, reducing their power. Be patient with yourself. The frequency of these thoughts falls over months, not days. It's a process of your brain learning it is safe again. These mind movies are a construction of what your brain fears, not a recording of what happened. They are a symptom of a deep injury and not a sign of weakness. You didn't ask for the initial fragments, but you can stop supplying new footage. You can learn to schedule the showings, dim the brightness, and rewrite the script. If this is your experience, know that help is available from a trauma-informed therapist. Share this video with someone who needs to hear they are not going crazy. Healing is allowing the memory to take its proper place in the past. This frees you up to finally and fully live in your present. For more information and support, please see the resources in the description below.